So hello all the crazy Premier League and Champions League fans. This is your host Mac with yet another episode of the Football Fibonacci with probably the craziest or the wildest possible scenarios in the European history, predicting something that is hypothetically highly unlikely. But let's get on with it anyway. I mean, do you know there is a possibility of having as many as 7 Premier League teams in the Champions League next season? Yes, that could be a wildest possibility if happens, and this is probably one in a million chance, but you never know. I mean, this can still happen. Now let's talk about it. Since Premier League teams have done pretty well in the Champions League this season, so they have been guaranteed an additional spot. So automatically, the top 5 teams in the Premier League at the end of this season would definitely get a qualification in the next year's Champions League. Now let's add another 2 or 3 scenarios into it, which could be highly unlikely, but hypothetically or maybe once in a million time this could be possible. Scenario one, where Arsenal finishes outside of top 5 but goes on to win the Champions League, so they will get an automatic qualification to the next year's Champions League. Scenario number two, where Aston Villa finishes outside of top 5 but goes on to win the Champions League this season and gets a guaranteed spot in the next year's Champions League group stages. I know for Aston Villa this might be highly unlikely because the way PSG are playing, I don't think so they are going to lose. But you never know that Aston Villa might come back and might progress through the Champions League semi-final where they might face their rivals Arsenal, and one of them could go on to win the Champions League by finishing outside of top 5. That there is still a possibility. And the third scenario is it's related to Europa League. So currently Manchester United and Tottenham are playing into the quarterfinals of the Europa League. I mean, they are yet to play their second leg, but again this is where it gets wild. I mean, one of them goes on to win the Europa League this season and ultimately secures an guaranteed spot in the next year's Champions League. I mean, if you look at their league position this season, a league position this year, I mean, it's no way they are going to finish in top 5. So this is really, one of the wildest scenario, and if it really happens, I mean, this could be one of the craziest or wildest European season in the football history. European football history. So do let me know what are your stupid thoughts about it. I know I just took a very stupid guess. I know it's very highly, it's highly unlikely, but still, you're not losing anything in guessing this wildest scenario. So just give it a thought and let me know in the comment section what are your opinions about it, and we can have further discussions on it. And thanks for watching. Happy football, and please do like, share and subscribe to the channel so we can have more such kind of craziest scenario discussions in our upcoming videos. Thank you, and I will see you in yet another episode of the Football Fibonacci. Bye.